Hi guys, what's up? Today I'm bringing you a really chill kind of video. It's gonna be an advice video. I haven't done an advice video in a really long time and I love doing advice videos. They're literally one of my favorite videos to do. I love giving advice that I can't even use in my own life. I really love making videos just like talking to you guys, and I love like addressing like important stuff. I love making like fun videos and like fashion and like lifestyle and stuff, but I also really want to make more like important videos with like stuff relevant to the world now, kind of. So I'm trying to do that more. So give me ideas, like important like issues you want me to talk about, or like, I don't know, some good ideas on how I can like incorporate that more in my channel, because I really want my channel to be more like conscious, and I really want it to be like a place where you feel like safe and a place I can like, we can talk about stuff. And like, also, you may have noticed I didn't post last weekend. I was visiting schools last weekend and I had so much homework. I thought I could film a video and post it, but I couldn't. Like, that's the first Sunday I've missed, so I'm really, really sorry. I literally have never missed an upload day. You know, sometimes life is crazy. Gotta take a second, so I literally couldn't get it up, so I'm sorry, but we're here now, we're back. Enough of that. Now let's get into the point of this video, which is going to be advice. So I asked you guys on my Instagram to send me anything you need advice on, or things you want me to talk about in this video for like advice. Thank you to everyone who was vulnerable and sent questions in. Really means a lot that you trust me with advice. If you want me to answer one of your questions or anything in an upcoming video, I always do that kind of stuff on my Instagram, so follow me there, ClearlyChloe, also linked down below. So I think we should just get right into it. How do you deal with people excluding you? Please let me know, because I've been super depressed lately. I think we've all been there, being excluded at one point or another. It's really hard when you're excluded, especially by people you really love and care about. I know if I were to say like, oh, just find new friends, that's not so easy. Like, it hurts so much to be excluded. What I would do at first, if you really care about these people and really like them, I would just reach out to them first and see what's up. Just be honest and open and say like, I feel like we haven't been as close lately, like what's up, like is there like anything going on? And if they're just like bitchy back, or they aren't really making an effort to talk to you or anything, I just move on. Like, life's too short to be chasing people or like be caught with the wrong crowd. I would just try to like open yourself up to like new kinds of people. It's so shitty, I'm sorry, I'm sure at one point or another we've all felt excluded, but I would just reach out to some of the people you feel are excluding you at first and see what they say and see if they've even meant to. Sometimes people just get caught up in their own stuff and don't even mean to. Like, sometimes I've had points where I've just been like so like stressed or like worked up. My friends think I'm mad at them or like I'm trying not to talk to them, when really I'm just like super stressed. And then when they like reach out to me, like clarify it. So I would first start with like communicating with them. That's a good first step, I think. How to be okay with relying on yourself when you have no friends to lean on. There was a point in my life where I literally had no friends, like nada. I had just moved and was still like meeting people in my town, and I was just like, felt like I was alone 24/7, and I really learned to embrace being alone. I got so comfortable with like being alone that I now love it. Like, sometimes I'd rather like be alone, and I've really cherished my time alone now because I learned to love it so much in that time. I just kind of like embraced myself and like surrounded myself with like hobbies and things I loved to do, and really built a lot of like inner like self-confidence. I just tried to like focus on myself, and I worked really hard during that time on my YouTube and school, and I really just like focused on myself. Well, I just really got through it by working really, really hard, and I had a lot of fun with like my family, and I like found a lot of my hobbies during this time of my life. Like, I found out like how much I loved like fashion, and like I really put a lot of energy into YouTube and like traveling. Like, I found out so much about myself. So you can really like explore yourself and find your like passions and hobbies when you're alone. Or how to make friends. There's not one specific way to make friends, but I think you just have to really, so cliche, I hate saying it, but you really have to be yourself. When I was trying to make friends when I had just moved, I had my guard up a lot of the time. I was really shy naturally. Like, I was so shy with people that I didn't know very well. But you really have to be open and like not judge yourself when you're trying to make friends. You have to just like be yourself and talk. I would judge every word that came out of my mouth and like think of the right thing to say, but you really just have to like let yourself be and understand that it's an uncomfortable process making friends, but it doesn't have to be. You can just let yourself go. You don't have to be perfect in order to make friends. You'll attract the right people if you're yourself completely. Don't try to put on any sort of facade for anyone, because I've found such amazing friends by just learning to be myself. If I had faked anything or acted any different, I would probably be in a very different place right now. So it's really important that you just don't judge yourself. And also another important thing is to not judge people right off the bat. When I moved, I was pretty judgmental of everyone. I was like, nope, I'm not being friends with her. Like, I'm gonna be friends with her. Just, you never know who you're gonna be friends with. So don't go into it making assumptions about people or thinking that like, you wouldn't be friends with them or you would be friends with them. If that makes sense, just go into it with a really open mind and try to talk to everyone and see if like anyone excites you or you like click with anyone. So that's the best advice I can give on that. How to get through freshman year of high school. Freshman year was a rough time for me. It was pretty hard, but just know it's a hard time for everybody. Everyone I've ever talked to has had struggles freshman year one way or another. It's really hard transitioning from middle school to high school, but you just have to not take it so seriously and try to have fun. I know it can be really scary. Promise the upperclassmen aren't out to get you. Like, they don't hate you as much as you think. At my school, we all thought that the first Monday of school, like, the seniors beat up the freshmen, and I was so scared to go to school that day, but it is not true. Like, I doubt you're gonna get beat up by a senior. They really couldn't give two. It is a hard year and it's a really hard transition, but just work hard in school, have fun with your friends, just make the most out of it, and I'm sure you'll be fine. You're gonna survive just fine. Sometimes just take a moment if you're like overwhelmed or like anxious about anything. Just take a moment and realize, like, think of the bigger picture, which is something that always helps me. Just think like, it's okay. Everyone's been a freshman at some point. Everyone survived. I'm going to be okay. And that's kind of like the mindset I had freshman year, and it really helped me. How to deal with cliquey schools / friends who don't want you to have friends in other groups. They have no control over who you can and can't be friends with, so it's really not their decision at all. And if they try to like put you down or get mad at you for being friends with someone who's not in your group, then tell them off, kind of. Just tell them, like, stand up for yourself. The whole like friend group thing is so stupid. Like, it's just so dumb, and I feel like it's so enhanced by like movies and stuff where we see like in Mean Girls, like it's like the popular table, like the jocks and like the art freaks. Like, it's all made up if you think about it. Just be friends with who you connect to, and if anyone tries to give you shit for that, tell them off and tell them that you're allowed to be friends with whoever you want. Peer pressure. One of the things I never felt, I feel, is peer pressure. I've really just like known what I personally like, and I've just been pretty confident in like my decisions and like who I am as a person overall, I think. So if anyone tries to give you a hard time for like not doing anything or like doing something, or just like don't listen to it. Stick to your core and like what you believe in. If your friends are like doing stuff that you like don't want to do, just stick to that belief and like hold true to it. If they judge you, that's their own problem, that's not yours. So just stay true to yourself and what you believe in. How to deal with stress. I don't know. I have a lot of like external stress, like homework and like college and videos and all that kind of stuff, but I also have a lot of stress that I like make for myself. Like, I stress myself out so much. Like, I'm not getting into college, my videos suck, like blah blah blah. I list everything that stresses me out. Like, it just gets me more and more and more stressed. Best advice is not to do that. Plan out your stresses, make a list of them. My mind gets so like filled up with all my stresses, I like can't function. So it helps me to write them down, plan out how I'm gonna like solve it. Don't be like a victim to your stresses in your life. Be effective with it. That's still something we're trying to learn. Like, if I have so much homework, I just want to lie in bed and just like play Candy Crush. Like, I don't want to go about it, but then you just have to like get up, make a plan, be like, okay, I'm doing this first, then this, and then I can relax. You just have to like train your mind to like deal with it instead of like pushing it aside, which is something I still have to work on, but I'm getting a little better. What is one thing you wish you knew when you started high school? I wish I realized how little it mattered what people thought of me. It's really cliche, but it's really true. Going into high school, I had so much like social anxiety because I was so concerned about what everybody else thought about me, and I tried so hard to like fit in, I guess. I really wish that like starting high school, if I were to start again, I would just be myself and have more fun. I wish I could just have more fun and tell myself to just like let go a little more and like not focus so much on what everyone else thought about me. How to deal with fake friendships. Don't. That's my best advice. Anyone who's like a fake friend or like talks shit about you behind your back or like is never there for you, just don't even waste your time with it anymore. Life is way too short to be stuck with these fake people. Slowly distance yourself from them because there's no time to deal with fake people. There really isn't. How do you study properly? I can't remember things when I try to study. I'm really bad at studying too, But something that has really helped me is learning through association. So I always take like a term I'm trying to learn and like kind of break it down and see if I can find like a word in that word, and then like try to associate with that with the meaning of the word. I don't know if that makes sense, but for example, I'm in AP psychology right now. One of the vocab words for like a part of a brain is the hippocampus. And like what I think about that helps me a lot is I think about like a hippo with a compass, and like a compass like helps you like decide where to go, and like it's kind of like memory related. So I thought of like, and the function of the hippocampus is like your memory and stuff like that. So like association and stuff like that really helps me. How to get rid of fake friends without being mean. I really like this question because oftentimes like you'll have friends that like don't treat you right or like are fake or whatever to you, but you also don't want to be mean as you're trying to distance yourself from them. My best advice is to still be nice to them and still talk to them. Don't go like full 360 away from them, but slowly just start distancing yourself. Easier said than done, but just like still talk to them, say hi to them and everything. Just don't like give them as much energy or hang out with them as much. And if they try to like talk to you about it, just be honest and be like, well, honestly, I feel like you haven't been the best friend to me lately. And maybe they'll actually be understanding when you say that, and maybe they'll actually want to fix your relationship or become a better friend to you if they really care about you. So just do it with like in a really, really nice, respectful way. How to get over a boy. My best advice would be to just like focus on yourself. Like I'm sure a lot of you are still like middle school, high school age, and boys do not matter at this age. You're probably not even gonna remember this guy in a few years. So just focus on yourself and just feel confident in yourself and focus on your friends. And that's really the best advice I can give. Just like see the bigger picture. Like I always say that, but it's so true. Just like look at it from like an outside perspective, and don't waste this like fun time on like worrying about guys or like what guys think of you or anything. Like it shouldn't be about that. Trying to manage school and social life, help. I feel you on that. It's really hard. Try to like have a work mindset during the week if you have a lot of work, and then on the weekends try to like save your like Friday nights or Saturday nights for hanging out, or like try to get all your homework done Friday, and then just like have a fun night Saturday. That's the best advice I can give, but it's so hard. We literally get so much homework. It sucks. I understand. I literally have 8 hours of homework a night, so it's great. How to not procrastinate with schoolwork. I'm a really bad procrastinator. It's not cute, but I'm actually getting a lot better because something I do is I just have to like talk to myself. Like personally, I'm just like, okay, Chloe, you're gonna do this and then you're gonna watch the show. And definitely put your phone in another room. Like that's like my biggest source of procrastination. We didn't have school yesterday and it took me so long to do all my work, mainly because I would go on my phone for like 5 minutes in between stuff. So it actually like added up and like made me spend a ton more time on my work than I had to. So just putting your phone in another room will help so much. And just like getting up and doing your work and then realizing you'll have like free time after is so motivating for me. I hang out with these two girls a lot and I kind of third wheel. I want to hang out with them though because I love them. Third wheeling is always hard. I would start just by like inviting them to more stuff and trying to like get like in more. I don't exactly know your situation, but like if they've been friends longer, just try to like get on that level with them. Invite them over one night or like go out to dinner or something fun. And like you initiate the plan so you can like include yourself a little more and just like try to talk to them more. But if you feel like they're like ignoring you or not giving you any attention, like that really sucks. But if you care about them a lot and like your friendship, I would talk to each of them individually and be like, I just feel like sometimes like a little just excluded from you and like blank, but I really just like want to be like good friends with you because I love you or something like that, and just see how that goes. Good luck. How to deal with feeling completely unmotivated and drained. When I feel unmotivated or drained, it helps me so much to just like pull myself out of it. It's so easy to just sit in your bed, listen to music, cry, watch Netflix, watch YouTube, but that will not like get you anywhere. Sometimes you need that good rest, but most of the time I'm just doing it because I'm like avoiding work or stress or anything. I'm feeling down. Instead of like dwelling in it, that won't get you anywhere. I like to just like take a shower or clean my room a little, or just like do something that makes me feel a little more like put together and a little more like, okay, I got my life under control. I'm like doing something. Doing a simple task, self-care related, will really make you feel a lot better. Like I promise. It's amazing how much that helps me. Advice on dealing with anxiety. Anxiety is really complicated and really hard. Like it can range from just being like a little anxious, little like fast heartbeat, like a little bit like off, to like full on like panic attack for me, so it really depends on like where you're at in your mind. But when I have like my day-to-day regular anxiety, as I've said a lot in this video, try to see the bigger picture. Think about what's making me anxious and think about how little it matters in the long run. Just like try to tackle it. I listen to a lot of music when I'm anxious. I have this whole playlist on Spotify of music that really like puts me in like a better mood and makes me like feel a lot better. Here is my favorite like anxiety songs that I listen to when I'm anxious. This isn't the case for everyone, so it really depends, but that's what I do personally. Maybe that helped. Okay guys, those are all the advice questions I'm going to be addressing in this video. I really hope you enjoyed. I love filming advice videos. They make me so happy. So I hope this helped you in any way. Leave some more video ideas down below. Stuff that is relevant in like today's society. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video next Sunday. Bye!